Welcome to my channel, Mother Suckers. Hey, I am Eloho, back with the looks, the facts, and the tea. Now, we are all gathered here today to sip this tea on Danny Lee and the baby situation. I know y'all wanted me to come on yesterday, but I said, let me give it a day. They need a day. And they're still trending #1 on Twitter, so they needed 2 days, but we're going to go ahead and discuss my opinion on what's going on this topic. Now, like many of you, I was introduced to Danny through her Yellow Bone is What He Wants shenanigans, but she is a singer, songwriter, choreographer, rapper. She's a musician. And actually, before I start this video, let me just go ahead and let y'all know that this might be an unpopular opinion. Just reading some of the responses, I see y'all expecting a lot of sympathy from Black women when, okay, we're not gonna do that in this video. Okay, so let's get back to the timeline. So we have Danny Lee, who puts out the song Yellow Bone is What He Want in an effort to pedestalize her white skin against Mimi, his brown-skinned baby's mother. Now, she posts the song, and the baby co-signs the song with the 3 yellow bones. Most of you have already seen my breakdown on that, so no need to go over that again. Let's fast forward, because this was in January. So what is that, 10 months later? 10 months later, we see her in distress with her newborn baby, struggling with this man who's recording her and who seems to be antagonizing her. So I watched all the videos and I paid close attention to the conversation that they were having, because I don't think a lot of people caught on to the conversation, the things that she was saying and the things that he was saying. So from their conversations, which they put online, here's my opinion on what I think happened. So around 3 o'clock Monday morning, the baby tells Danny that she needs to get out. He tells her that she needs to leave. Danny said it herself. You kicked me out at 3 o'clock in the morning. You tried to kick me out at 3 o'clock in the morning. So at 3 o'clock in the morning, she refused to leave. According to the baby, there was some type of assault. The baby called the police. He called the police because he did not want things to escalate physically, and she called the police first. So he called the cops. She showed you, she said, oh, this nigga called the cops on me. This nigga's a bitch. This nigga, right in front of the police. And he told the police that she assaulted him and he wanted her out. They gave him advice. It's online. It's in the charges because she has 2 charges against her right now. And there are 2 simple assault charges. The first charge from when they came at 3 o'clock in the morning, they gave him advice. They said, listen, you need to go down and file a complaint, file an assault charge in the morning. Before the morning even gets there, he's back on live. She comes out and they get the going.
I'm gonna let y'all see what's going on. Like, this is my reality.
You're such a cap-ass man.
This is my reality.
This is such a cap-ass man. He wants to fuck me and fuck his baby mother and fuck all these Charlotte hoes and fuck all this shit. And me, I'll be okay with that, guys. And me come back and live here and stay in this fucking house with our child.
I don't want you to stay. I've been begging you to
yeah,
leave.
I know you tried to kick me out
This
yesterday
one of them
at
real.
3 in the morning.
This one of them real movies, man. Y'all look tune in and see what we dealing with. Like,
for sure.
shouted really cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Real life, man. I'm not going.
Now, what I will agree with Danny with is that he's an evil man. I know one when I see one. He is an evil man. I will agree with her on that.
Yeah, you want to record me talking about shut the fuck up.
Now, you do have to ask yourself, what kind of man would take a woman's phone, go live on her phone, and record her mentally at her worst, nursing your newborn child? It was at that point, because if you heard what she said, why are you recording me? Or stop recording me. She mentioned recording. She had no idea that little spawn went live on her phone and that the world was watching her. That's messing with her business. Let's keep going. And at this point, he wants nothing to do with her. Yellow Bone is not what he wants. He wants nothing to do with you. In fact, he looks disgusted. He looks frustrated. He looks irritated. And he's repeatedly saying, I want you out of my home. He has his assistant call 911 for the second time. I'm going to get to him. Don't worry. Like I said, I'm going to hold everybody accountable. But your sole responsibility as a new mother is your mental and physical health and your newborn baby's well-being. That's why they say when you have kids, it's not about you anymore. It's about your mental health, because your mental health depends on their mental health. It's about your physical health because your physical health depends on their well-being. But it's not about your emotions. It's not about the man. And if he wants to stay on, I'm sorry, but it's not about that. That newborn baby in that room. Is she safe? Am I safe? That's the only thing that should be on your mind. So the fact that Danny Lee is standing there arguing with him after he calls her his side chick, it tells me where her mental state is, and it's not good. It's not good. God got to go in there and rescue her. God got to go in there and do what he did for me, because to be honest with you, she's not done. You see the way she's leaning on him. You see the way she's smiling. You see the way she's talking, and he asked her to leave. And she was there all day. Now, let's get into the side chick comment.
And Shawty's not my girl. Ain't never been my girl. Is my side bitch.
It's your what?
No, my side bitch. Shawty is a certified side bitch.
It's fucking embarrassing me like that.
Shawty is a certified side bitch.
Up.
Just trying to act like she ain't. No, let's take it there.
Now, the argument took a turn for the worse after the baby said that she was his certified side chick. And I'm not going to lie to y'all. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to kick her while she's down. But I believe him when he said that. And let me tell you why. I personally believe that the baby is a narcissist, and he emotionally manipulated Danny Lee into thinking they were more serious than what they actually were. They was smashing raw. They was buying each other expensive gifts. He was putting her on a gram. But she always had more excitement for the relationship, in my opinion, than he did. In my opinion, he was treating her like shit. I don't know. I just have a higher expectation for my man. So maybe I shouldn't put that on y'all. If y'all like being walked like a dog by y'all man, then, you know what I'm trying to say? Publicly, he never defended her. He never publicly defended her after she got dragged for that yellow bone is what he want. In fact, I think he removed the bones. I think they said that he later removed the bones from under her post. Danny Lee was supposed to be a fun moment for the baby. The baby did not see her as wifey material, as mother of my child material. That was just fun. That was irresponsible fun. Once she got pregnant, he said, nah, I'm not trying to be a family with you. And she realized then, because she said it multiple times, I went through this pregnancy myself. Now let's get to that.
And where's my baby?
Oh, you
see what I'm saying? Like, still, come on.
Your baby is sleeping. I just put her to sleep.
Go back there go with her, or go.
No.
See what I'm saying?
I'm not talking about my business like that.
Girl.
That ain't nobody was a part of my pregnancy. You weren't a part of my pregnancy. You don't need to tell nobody nothing. The fuck?
See, she don't want me to put out her real business, what her and her family got going on. That's the real issue.
That's not nothing to do with us.
This girl got a real,
That has nothing to do with us.
a real Matilda story type shit going on,
So the baby, he's a jackass, but he says, where is my baby? And she says, I put her to sleep like I do every single night, right? And he's like, all right, well, you need to go back there with her. She's like, stop putting my business on live. I took care of my baby. Nobody helped me throughout my pregnancy. You did not help me throughout my pregnancy. And he was like, okay, yeah. And that's the issue that she has. She has a Matilda story going on. And I'm going to get into my opinion on what he meant by that a little later. But she said it herself. You were not there for me when I was pregnant. When a woman is pregnant, she is at her most vulnerable times. Once a woman gives birth, that vulnerability increases by 1,000, 1,000,000. So this man is showing you that at your most vulnerable state, I will not be there. And if I am there, I'm only there for a short amount of time, and you gotta go. So you can post all the memories that you want, Because yes, y'all were together. Nobody's denying that y'all weren't together. But as serious as you thought it was, he showed you with his actions that it was not that serious for him. So when he said you're a certified side chick, that's the category that he put you in. Because his first baby mama or whatever other woman that he finds to be more important is his first. That's his number one priority. And you come side to her. But you thought you were better than her because he told you that yellow bone was what he wanted. So you thought that your white skin gave you a leg up. And it's not kicking her when she's down, because I spoke about this on Twitter. This is the reality of the situation. And she's not the only woman who thinks like this. She happens to think that her color makes her better. But Summer Walker, she thought that her being childless made her better than London's other baby mothers. And this is a lesson for all women. It don't matter your color. It don't matter how wet, how far you could squirt. Baby girl, let that man speak for himself. Let his actions speak for itself. I don't speak for no man. I don't do it. I learned a long time ago. You speak for me, you're going to be embarrassed. Okay? You're going to be sad. Let that man speak for himself. A lot of men are speaking up about this, and y'all really need to listen and pay attention to what they're saying. There was a lot of retweets to this video that went viral of Danny Lee and the baby kissing, saying, I love you. And someone said, niggas be like, you was never my girlfriend. Bye. Someone said, not to defend the baby, but as a man, I will confess we are some sick individuals. We will play the role so well. This video proves nothing. Niggas live in the moment every day. Someone else said, I be laid up with sex workers like this. And someone else said, you gotta be my girl for us to do this? Since when? The worst comment of all, us niggas will do this with random bitches we don't even know. I need men today to unpack those sexual strongholds. I need y'all to unpack that. A lot of y'all were touched as kids, and I need y'all to heal.
And he wants to fuck me and fuck his baby mother and fuck all these Charlotte hoes and fuck all this shit. And me, I'll be okay with that, guys. And me come back and live here and stay in this fucking house.
And there we have it. The purpose of this whole argument. I saw something where she said, oh, he got mad because she wanted to take a plan B. No, I think that he's officially done with her. He came back because of the baby, but he realized, no, I just need to take care of my baby. I can't deal with you. I mean, a blind man can see that the baby is for the streets. So, of course, and him and his first baby mother made it clear that they were going to keep sleeping together. I think that she's actually pregnant right now, y'all. This shit is ghetto. I believe that Danny ignored the red flags due to colorism and due to the fact that she wasn't a baby mother yet. The girlfriends always come in childless and leave with the same story. And there will be more. And I wouldn't be surprised if Danny Lee has another baby for him, because she's not done. She still wants to prove her point. She's still in love with that man, y'all. This is toxic love. Now, I want to get into her family saying, you know, her family being against him dating. Yeah, my family would be against me dating the baby too. Abso-fucking-lutely. But he made mention to her having a Matilda story. He says, yeah, she has a Matilda story. Now, if you remember the movie Matilda, Matilda was about a little girl who was super, super, super smart. She was very mature and advanced for her young age, but her parents hated her. Matilda's parents despised her existence. Her father would look at her and be like, ugh, it's you. They despised her.
Y'all remember whatever come with it, and come with it. Daddy first, celebrity after. If all that bullshit I was hearing was what it was, my baby wouldn't be right here in my arms, cooling. Y'all take care of them kids, but I'm gonna take care of my kids. And the Shouted family that's trying to chime in and speak on the situation. Y'all don't even know her. She don't know y'all either. She ain't never seen y'all a day in her life. Shouted mama, you ain't even met your grandbaby yet.
After comparing her life to Matilda and the whole debacle, he mentions her family again when we see their baby for the first time. Remember, he never claimed the baby. We didn't even know for sure if she was pregnant. We didn't know for sure if it was his baby. He does mention that he needs to go on Maury. But in this clip, he says that the family disowned their half-black granddaughter because they did not want Danny Lee with a black man. Now, I believe this. Danny Lee is a white Latina. Y'all know Latina or Latino, Latinx is not a race. So saying that someone is Dominican doesn't automatically mean that they are black. There are white Dominicans as well. And despite many of them claiming Afro-Latina for either clout or confusion, there are many white Latinos who do not want their children to mix with blacks. That is a fact. And I feel like black men only have an issue when it comes to skin when they're not accepted because they're black men. They feel like they get a go card for wherever they want. The preferences, the sky is the limit. They could smash whoever they want, right? But when a certain community of women are saying, well, we don't want this, that's a bruise to the ego. Racism is a bruise to the ego, but so is colorism, right? Men like this have no problem being colorist, but they cannot accept racism. They can't. And so he compares her to Matilda, basically saying that her parents despised her. Her parents disowned her. Her parents cut her off because she had this half-black baby, because she was dealing with a black man. Now, her brother did come out to defend his sister, but he got a neck injury, and I don't really see them, fighting it out anytime soon. I knew the cookie was gonna crumble because despite what they tell y'all, black men do not treat their preferences any better. They don't see you as more feminine. They don't see you as more submissive. They don't see you as better mothers for their children. They're just fetishizing you because they're anti-black. I knew the cookie would eventually crumble, but I didn't think it would happen like this. Danny Lee now has 2 criminal assault charges against her. News report reads, on Monday around 9:35 a.m., CMPD officers responded to a disturbance between the baby and Danny Lee at the same location. When police arrived, police say the baby told officers that Danny Lee had assaulted him. As a result of the investigation, police say Danny Lee was served with a criminal summons for simple assault. CMPD officers also obtained additional information that led them to charge Danny Lee with a second count of simple assault from the incident on Sunday. Now, I know she's got to be going through postpartum right now. And the last thing that she needs are assault charges. I don't know what the baby is trying to do, but she needs to be careful. This man has took her phone, went on live without her permission on her phone. He's calling the police saying that she's assaulting him. And if she is, that is wrong. But he is clearly antagonizing her. She's clearly going through postpartum. She clearly is still attached emotionally to this man. This man is literally playing with her emotions right before our eyes. And this shit is sad. This shit should have been handled behind closed doors. People need to stop putting themselves on pedestals. Women need to learn how to communicate. What are we? Are we a couple? Or are we a couple of folks fucking? Because that's 2 different things. This whole story is sad. And I'm honestly, y'all know me, I'm worried about the baby, the child, the infant. She didn't ask to be in this situation. Y'all screaming in her face, y'all cursing in her face. You're breastfeeding while you're stressed, and stress hormones feeding the baby all types of anger and distraught. And this man is making it worse. He's making it worse. He's documenting everything for the world to see. This is none of our business. This is tacky and tasteless. It's none of our business. And it really goes to show money don't make a man. He could buy all the diamonds he want. He could chew on that goddamn dry, stale piece of gum all day long. But money don't make a man. And if you think yellow bone is what he want, like I said, God's rejection, like I said, man's rejection is God's protection. And I actually start to feel bad for the preferences because y'all are not getting it. Y'all are gonna continue. The next bitch that he get, the next woman that he gets, the next childless Redbone, she's gonna think the same thing. Like this doesn't stop. Women don't necessarily learn from other women's mistakes. They think that they're better. So there's no learning. My mom always says a smart person learns from their own mistakes. A wise person learns from the mistakes of others. And a stupid person never learns. Y'all let me know what y'all thought of this situation, chat. I'm going to be reading for days, okay? Let's get into these comments. Let me know what you think down in the comment section. Do you feel like Danny Lee was a certified side chick? Do you feel like the baby is a narcissist? You know, again, I care about the infants that depend on these two for survival. There's a child that depends on you guys for survival. There's a child that's going to grow up one day and watch all of this play out. This is really sad. Ugh.